One of the most common mistakes that new forex and day traders make is that they just don't keep their strategies simple enough to be profitable. Now, what I mean by that is all you need to be profitable in the market is just by having a very simple strategy. For my strategy, I just wait on a clear draw on liquidity. As you can see right here, we have equal lows. Now, equal lows are my favorite type of liquidity draw. So after I have noticed my liquidity draw and the equal lows below, I will then wait for my bullish fair value gap to be formed. Now, most ICT traders are used to longing from these bullish fair value gaps, but I actually do the opposite. I wait for the fair value gap to be inversed, and all I mean by that is, as you can see, we have a candle close back below this fair value gap. Therefore, I will go short. My stop loss will be a candle close back above this fair value gap, and then my take profit will be the clear draw on liquidity. This strategy is very simple. I trade it live every single day. This is a trade that I took today and called free to my Discord that I trade in live every single day. So as you can see, we have been pumping up a lot. So we have a lot of sell side liquidity below, and we get this 3-minute bullish fair value gap. And as well as us pumping up quite a bit, we have an SMT right now with ES, which means ES took a high but Nasdaq didn't, therefore that is an SMT. So I took an entry off of this 3-minute inversion fair value gap. So as you can see, this fair value gap has been inversed, so I enter on the candle close of the fair value gap. My stop loss goes up if we get a candle close back above this fair value gap here, and then my take profit was just sell side liquidity right here. So yeah, this is the trade I took today, and there we go. The reason why I targeted right here was because we are just we don't have a high time frame narrative today, and that was just a very clear sell side liquidity. Stop trading liquidity incorrectly and you will be able to catch trades like this every single day. So this is my very simple day trading strategy. As you can see down here, we have this blue bullish fair value gap which price is currently respecting. As well as that, we have a clear liquidity target, which is these equal highs here. This price action has a very high chance of reaching these equal highs as we are respecting a higher time frame bullish fair value gap, and equal highs are a very strong draw on liquidity. So as you can see, we have this bearish fair value gap. Now, most ICT traders are only used to shorting from bearish fair value gaps, but what I actually do is I wait for them to be inversed, then I take long positions and use them as inversion fair value gaps. As you can see right here, we have now inversed this fair value gap, therefore I will enter into a long position. My stop loss will go if we get a candle close back below this bearish fair value gap, and my take profit will simply be this buy side liquidity right here with these equal highs. And this is a day trading strategy that I trade every single day. You need to stop shorting from bearish fair value gaps, and then you will become a more profitable trader. As you can see, we have this bearish fair value gap after we've had a break of structure and swept this liquidity right here. Now, most ICT traders are taught to only short from bearish fair value gaps, but what I actually do is I wait for the bearish fair value gaps to be inverted, then I look for long positions. So, as you can see, our next candle ends up closing above this bearish fair value gap, therefore I will enter into a long position on the candle close. My stop loss will go if we get a candle close back below this inversion fair value gap, and then my take profit will simply be these equal highs here, which have an extremely high chance of hitting because they are a very strong draw on liquidity. And this is simply my 80% day trading strategy that I trade every single day live in my Discord completely for free. If you want to watch me trade live, I have over an 80% win rate, and I trade fair value gaps how they should be traded. I do not short from bearish fair value gaps, and I do not long from bullish fair value gaps. What I wait for is inversion. I wait for a bearish fair value gap to be disrespected, and then I go long from the bearish fair value gaps. As you can see right here, we are currently respecting this bearish fair value gap. Now, a lot of ICT traders will be looking at this thinking the bearish fair value gap is being respected. They'll be looking to go short and take profits down here. But actually, if you wait for the fair value gaps to be disrespected, it will tell you a lot more about what price action is going to do. As you can see right here, we have now disrespected this fair value gap, turning it into an inversion fair value gap. Therefore, we can enter into a long position. Our stop loss can be a candle close back below this fair value gap, and then our take profit can be this buy side liquidity right here. Now, I trade this live every single day in my Discord. I have over an 80% win rate. If you combine higher time frame narrative with an inversion fair value gap, you will become a very profitable trader. As you can see, we have not really created any fair value gaps in this leg of price action other than this small fair value gap right here. As well as that, we are also reacting from these bullish fair value gaps down here, which means that if we do inverse this bearish fair value gap that is resting right here, this will be very bullish and should take us to buy side liquidity. And if we play at price action, as you can see, we are still respecting this bearish fair value gap because we have not had a candle close above it. As soon as the body of the candle closes above this fair value gap, then we can enter into a long position like this. Our stop loss can go if we get a candle close back below this bearish fair value gap, and then our take profit will simply be this buy side liquidity resting up there. And as you can see, this smashes our take profit.